Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks so much for clicking on WDTV.com. I'm Kristen Keeling. It's Tuesday, April 30th. Here's a look at some of your top stories coming from the 5 newsroom. A head-on collision on I-79 sent 2 people to the hospital today. That accident also backed up traffic for hours while crews worked to get both people who were trapped out of their cars. It happened around noon near mile marker 132 near South Fairmont. Now, officials on scene told us that one man was driving south in the northbound lane and hit another car head-on. That man was flown to Ruby Memorial Hospital. A man in the other car that was hit was also taken to Ruby by an ambulance. Both northbound lanes were shut down so HealthNet could land and until crews could clean up the mess. We'll keep you updated once more information becomes available on that accident. We just talked with officials at Ruby Memorial Hospital who said they didn't have a condition report for the pilot of the plane that crashed on Friday in Tucker County. Yesterday, they were able to tell us 46-year-old Wasim Haider was in fair condition. The 2 other men on board, 48-year-old Shujat Rathor and 46-year-old Mohammed Paracha, were released. Officials said they think Haider was trying to land the plane at the Wynwood Fly-In Resort, but didn't think there was enough room to make that landing. That's when he apparently tried to take off again, but couldn't clear the trees. Reports from the Federal Aviation Administration and the National Transportation Safety Board have not been released. As soon as they are, we'll be sure to share them with you. A man who officials say was in charge of the hot stuff and cool things in Clarksburg and Buchanan wants his trial pushed back. John Schruck was the manager of the 2 stores where apparently illegal bath salts were sold. His trial was supposed to begin in less than 2 weeks, but his lawyers say he's not ready. They say they've gotten thousands of pages of new information, and the defense said they got a list of witnesses a little over a week ago. But prosecutors don't agree. They said his lawyers had access to most of the evidence for months now, and the other documents just won't be used. Stay with 5 News for the latest on that. Earlier this morning, police arrested a man over accusations that he scared a restaurant full of people. And this may not seem too serious to you, but he supposedly was armed with a gun. People at the Quiet Dell Sports Grill called deputies when they saw Ryan Smith with a firearm. Smith is prohibited to own one of those because he was arrested for domestic battery in the past. The gun wasn't the only thing officers say they found on him. They say they also found marijuana, bath salts, and over $2,000 of what's believed to be drug money. A WVU student probably regrets something he apparently told police this weekend. 23-year-old Neil Patel is said to have threatened to slit a police officer's throat if he didn't return his keys. According to a criminal complaint, Patel called 911 and told them he was dropped off by an officer with the Morgantown Police Department who didn't return his keys. That apparently made him pretty mad because he also is said to have told the 911 operator that, quote, the police officers are his sons and he is their father. Patel is free on bond tonight. Staying in Mon County, 2 businesses apparently sold alcohol to an underage operative. The good news, though, 10 didn't. The BP on Beechhurst Avenue and the Mid-Atlantic Market on Cheat Road were the 2 businesses that allegedly broke the law. 21-year-old Kelsey Somerville and 23-year-old Richard Woody have already been cited. The names of the 10 businesses who passed the test are listed on your screen right now. The Sheriff's Department wants to remind all business owners and employees that you must check IDs properly before selling alcohol or tobacco to customers. Let's take a peek at what our 5 newsroom is working on for you for Fox 10 at 10 and 5 News at 11. First up, the election results for Morgantown City Council. Who will fill the seats? We'll bring you complete coverage of the results tonight. Plus, Governor Tomlin will also be in Morgantown to sign the long-awaited TIF into law. We'll be there for that signing. That's what's making news tonight. Make sure you tune in again to Fox 10 at 10 and 5 News at 11. Until then, have a great night.